Today, we're diving into Carol Dweck's groundbreaking research on mindsets. To start, could you explain what exactly is meant by fixed and growth mindsets, and perhaps give some relatable examples?
Absolutely. A fixed mindset is the belief that qualities like intelligence or talent are static. You're either born with them or not. In contrast, a growth mindset means believing those qualities can be developed through dedication and effort. For example, someone with a fixed mindset might avoid challenges for fear of looking dumb, whereas someone with a growth mindset sees challenges as opportunities to learn.
That's a powerful distinction. How early in life do these mindsets begin to shape our behaviors and choices?
Research shows these beliefs start forming in early childhood, often influenced by teachers, parents, and experiences with success or failure. A classic study found that even 4-year-olds showed differences. Some avoided tough puzzles to protect their sense of being smart, while others eagerly embraced harder ones to stretch their abilities.
You mentioned influences like teachers and parents. Is mindset more about our genes, or is it shaped by our environment and upbringing?
Great question. The old debate of nature versus nurture is central here. Modern science suggests both play a role, but environment is crucial. For instance, Alfred Binet, the inventor of the IQ test, designed it to identify students needing help not as a measure of unchangeable intelligence. He believed, as we now know, that intelligence can be cultivated with practice and education.
So, even if someone starts with certain abilities, their effort and experiences can make a significant difference?
Exactly. Studies by Robert Sternberg and others show that purposeful engagement is a stronger predictor of expertise than innate ability. It's not just where you start, but how you persist and what you believe about your potential to grow.
Let's talk about failure. How do the two mindsets alter the way people interpret setbacks or mistakes in their lives?
In the fixed mindset, failure is taken as a reflection of innate deficiency. I failed, so I must not be smart. This can lead to avoidance, shame, or giving up. In contrast, a growth mindset sees failure as a temporary step and a valuable source of feedback. It's not, I am a failure, but I failed this time. What can I learn?
That reframing seems to impact resilience. Do you have an analogy or real-world example?
Think of it like learning to ride a bike. A fixed mindset child might quit after falling, believing they're just not a bike person. A growth-minded child views each fall as part of the process, adjusting and persisting until they succeed.
Effort is another theme in Dweck's work. Why do people with a fixed mindset often see effort as something negative or embarrassing?
In fixed mindset thinking, needing to try hard is seen as evidence of low ability. If you're truly talented, things should come naturally, so the logic goes. This belief can discourage persistence and experimentation. But the growth mindset values effort as the engine that turns potential into achievement, much like how repeated practice makes a musician or athlete improve.
Are there cultural differences in how effort is viewed?
Absolutely. Some cultures, like in parts of Asia, emphasize effort and perseverance, while others, such as in the US, often romanticize natural talent. Yet, research consistently finds that across cultures, those who value effort tend to reach higher levels of accomplishment.
Let's shift to education. How do mindsets affect academic performance, and what role does praise play?
Mindset shapes whether students seek challenges and persist through difficulties. Remarkably, praising intelligence can backfire by reinforcing a fixed mindset. Children praised for being smart may avoid risks to protect that identity. In contrast, praising effort encourages a growth mindset, motivating students to embrace challenges and recover from setbacks.
Is there evidence supporting this?
Yeson's study found that students praised for effort were more likely to choose challenging tasks and showed greater improvement over time, while those praised for intelligence became risk-averse and performed worse after setbacks.
How do mindsets manifest in the workplace, especially among leaders and teams?
Leaders with a fixed mindset may surround themselves with yes men to protect their egos and avoid criticism, as seen in the downfall of companies like Enron. Conversely, growth-minded leaders encourage feedback, adapt, and foster environments where employees learn from mistakes. This openness often results in more innovative and resilient organizations.
That connects to groupthink. Can you elaborate on how mindsets influence group decision-making?
Certainly, Fixed mindset teams may value consensus and harmony over critical analysis, stifling creativity. Growth mindset teams, by contrast, welcome dissent as a chance to improve ideas, leading to better outcomes.
Let's discuss mindsets in personal relationships. How do these beliefs shape how people handle conflict, growth, and intimacy?
In relationships, a fixed mindset can lead to defensiveness. A very disagreement feels like a threat to one's worth. Growth mindset partners, however, see conflict as an opportunity to understand and improve both themselves and the relationship. They value feedback and are open to change, which often deepens connection.
Are there studies or real-life scenarios illustrating this?
Yes, couples who adopt a growth mindset are more likely to resolve conflicts constructively and report higher relationship satisfaction. This approach also applies to friendships and workplaces wherever people interact and need to adapt together.
Where do our mindsets come from, and what can influential adults do to foster a growth mindset in young people?
Mindsets are shaped by the messages we receive about ability and failure. Parents, teachers, and coaches play a vital role. Those who emphasize learning, persistence, and improvement help children develop a growth mindset. For example, when adults praise the process rather than the person, kids learn to value effort over innate skill.
So, changing the narrative around mistakes and setbacks is crucial?
Precisely. When adults treat mistakes as valuable learning experiences, children become less fearful of failure and more willing to experiment, ultimately building resilience.
Given all this, can people actually change their mindset, or are these beliefs set in stone?
Mindsets are habits of thought, not unchangeable traits. Studies show that simply learning about how the brain grows with effort, so-called neuroplasticity, can prompt a shift toward a growth mindset. Workshops and interventions like Dweck's Brainology have helped students and adults alike make this transition, often leading to improved motivation and achievement.
Are there practical steps listeners can take to begin shifting their own mindset?
Start by noticing your internal dialogue. When you catch yourself thinking, "I can't do this," add "yet." Embrace challenges as opportunities to learn, and seek feedback as a tool for growth, not judgment.
Some might wonder, is the growth mindset a cure-all? Are there limits to what effort and belief can accomplish?
Great point. The growth mindset doesn't promise unlimited potential. Real-world factors like resources, health, and opportunity matter. However, adopting a growth mindset maximizes whatever potential exists. It's about developing abilities rather than assuming they're fixed, while also acknowledging that systemic barriers and luck play roles too.
So, it's not about ignoring reality, but about expanding what's possible within it.
Exactly. It's a pragmatic optimism. Strive to grow, adapt to setbacks, and recognize when external factors play a role. This balanced approach encourages both personal effort and social awareness.
As we wrap up, what are the key takeaways for listeners who want to apply mindset principles in their lives, whether in school, work, or relationships?
Mindset is not a one-time choice, but a lifelong journey. Recognize your patterns, celebrate progress, and remember that setbacks are part of growth. Surround yourself with people who challenge and support you, and cultivate environments at home, work, or school that value learning over perfection. These steps will help unlock not just your potential, but that of those around you.
Thank you for this rich discussion. It's clear that shifting our mindset, even gradually, can transform not just our achievements, but also our fulfillment and resilience.
Thank you for having me. Remember, every challenge you embrace is a chance to grow. The journey is ongoing, and every step forward matters.